Here's what I see all the time: a leader who has done everything right, promoted, credentialed, respected in the room. But the moment they step outside of that room, they are invisible. That is not a skill gap, and it's not a talent gap. It really boils down to 5 mistakes, and every one of them are quietly keeping you small. So today, we're going to count them down from surface to the root. Let's get started. Mistake number 5, you lead with credentials and not your story. What you have to understand is facts tell, but stories sell every single time. And you continue to open with your resume, the titles, the years that you spent, and think that's really helping you to build authority. Yes, it does build credibility, but what it's not building is connection. People buy people. People follow people where they feel that there is a connection. Trust is built through a connection. People don't repeat your credentials, but they will repeat your story. Competence may get you in the room, but stories is what makes you unforgettable. Stories are woven into our DNA because what it does is it helps to fire off our brain to remember you. So your story is what's memorable, not the work that you have done. Mistake number 4, you have no conviction anyone can repeat. You stand for things, but nothing really sharp enough to quote. Nothing that makes someone say, oh, that's his position or that's her position. Right now, you have no stake in the ground, which means nothing to remember you by. Authority isn't built on being agreeable, it's built on the edge. Think about Gary Vee. Whether you love him, like him, or hate him, he has conviction about what he believes, and he shares it no matter if you believe it or support it or not. And so, as a leader who wants to be visible, you have to have a clear POV, a clear point of view, and stake your claim for that clear point of view. Mistake number 3, you're hedging your point of view. So you have a POV, but you are now watering it down. Like, I think maybe, or this might just be me. And that really goes back to a confidence gap. Every time you try to qualify something, you shrink what is coming out of your mouth, essentially. Safe doesn't get shared. Safe doesn't get remembered. Say the thing you actually believe without the escape hatch. So I'm going to give you a clear example of this. I talk a lot about visibility, and I talk a lot about visibility being powered. But in the last couple of years, I've really been leaning into this thought that visibility is stewardship, visibility is responsibility, and everyone's visibility isn't power. That's tough to say because what I'm essentially communicating is while everybody wants to be seen and heard, there are many people who are taking that and they're not stewarding it well. They're not being responsible in how they show up. Notice, that's me not hedging. That's not me playing safe. That's me being very clear about what I believe. Really being very clear about your values. So could your POV, point of view, be your point of values? Sharing that with people, that makes you memorable. Mistake number 2, you're performing instead of showing up present. You know, fake it till you make it, such a lie. There is a who you actually are, and the polished version wants to perform. And I really call that the space between the presence gap. People feel it, but they can't even name it. And it reads as distance, as guarded, as can't really trust this person. I can't really put my finger on it, but I can't trust them. What you have to understand is your presence is much greater than performance every single time. And so the thing that you have to discover as a visible leader is, what is your presence? What is the essence that follows you when you come into the room, when you communicate, when you share your ideas, when you step in front of the camera? What is that essence? What is that presence? And show up in that every single time and not aiming to perform. And mistake number one, drum roll, please. You're waiting for permission. That really is the root. That's the one that's underneath all of the other things that I have shared. You're waiting to be picked, invited, even validated. You're even waiting for permission to be ready. And here's the truth: permission isn't coming. It was never coming because it was never theirs to give you. You have to give yourself permission. See, you don't have a visibility problem. It is a permission problem. You have to give yourself permission to step into your presence, your identity. You have to give yourself permission to share your point of view, right? You have to give yourself permission to show up on said platform, whether that's LinkedIn or YouTube. You have to write your own permission slip. And waiting for someone else to give that to you really is disappointing and irresponsible. See, visibility is power, but it starts as an inside job. You have to start here first. You have to write your own permission slip. So here's the shift: stop optimizing the output, the posts, the tactics, the polish, and start at the origin, the place where you decided to stay safe. Because every one of these 5 mistakes starts with how you see yourself, identity, not how you show up. If you fix the origin, then visibility takes care of itself. I want to know from you right here in the comment section, which one of these 5 is costing you the most? Seriously, which one of those? And I built something to help you with that. It is called the Invisible Intensive. It really is an opportunity to get clear on your identity and your position, to understand your point of view, what platform you should be on, how to package, and how to price it. Because the thing that's getting in your way isn't, I need a content plan. All of those things can come later. But if you don't understand the foundation, the things that I've mentioned in these 5 mistakes, the foundation, you are going to be building on shaky ground. I would love an opportunity to partner with you in discovering that. The information is below this video. And let's finally get you to go from being the hidden expert to the go-to authority in your industry. If you want more of this, more strategy for leaders who are done being the best kept secret, make sure to hit that subscribe, because we drop new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Because visibility without alignment is just noise. But aligned visibility, that, my friend, is power. See you next time.